There are so many games out there and it could get really expensive. But are you a fan of RPGs? Well, if you're on this channel, then you probably are and have a tight budget. Fear not, I got you covered in this video. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to share a list of RPGs that are not only incredible, high quality games, these games are guaranteed to give you hours of immersive gameplay without breaking the bank. And don't worry, this is not going to be from the eShop weirdo bin. You know, the ones that are like $1 and they're really weird. This is not from there. These are totally good, high quality games, but they're cheaper than, you know, the 60 ones. Now, there is one $10 game on this list, and that is Undertale. For the Switch though, it's $15, but on Steam and other platforms, it's $10. Now, if you guys haven't been living under a rock, Undertale is a very big game. I mean, even the Pope has it at this point, but I'll give you the clip notes of what it is. Undertale is a critically acclaimed RPG that offers players a unique and memorable experience that is well worth the $20 price tag, or $10 if you're on Steam. Its charming pixel style and quirky characters are just the tip of the iceberg, and the unforgettable soundtrack. Megalomaniac, I don't know what it's called, I can't pronounce it. That thing is the jam. It is so good. Also, Undertale was one of the first fourth wall breaking type of games where it got really meta, which was really cool back in the day. It's still cool now, but it was way cooler back then. It offers 3 routes: the pacifist route, the in-between route, and the genocide route if you want to go all crazy. So there's a lot of content in this game for the price, and it's a lot of good content, not just bloated stuff. So if you want to experience something truly special, then Undertale is a good game for the price. Now, the next game is weird because it ties into Undertale, and that is Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2. So get this. This game is free $99. You could go play Deltarune Chapters 1 and 2 for free and enjoy it on the Switch and on Steam. That's a good deal for me. Now, Deltarune is kind of the sequel to Undertale. I'm not sure about that. The story's up in the air. Although it's not complete, the first 2 chapters offer up a lot of content. The game takes place in a different world than Undertale, but features the same familiar characters we all know and love. Oh, and did I mention this game is free $99. Free. So you could just download it and experience it. Highly recommend. They're great chapters, and I can't wait for chapter 3. Now we are entering the $20 realm. I know that was fast, but it's hard to find good games under $10, let me tell you. Nah, I assume there's more. If you guys have any good games under $10 that I didn't cover, then let me know in the comments down below. First up on the list is Trails in the Sky. I'm currently playing this game. So this series is special because it is not only the beginning of a long-running franchise, but it comes in 3 chapters, all for the low price of $20. Although chapter 2 and 3 are $30, which you could have just kept the $20. I don't know why they did that. But unfortunately, this is all Steam. They don't have these games on the Switch eShop. Now, you definitely don't need a big rig to play these games. If anything, you could get away with playing it on your laptop. Now, this game is worth your time and money because you get a well-detailed world building, story, and lovable characters. The gameplay is a traditional turn-based combat system that is both strategic and satisfying. Now, the Trail series is unique apart from Final Fantasy and mostly every series out there because their games connect with each other, like they really connect. So you don't really have to play them in order, but it's highly recommended you play them in order because the stories do carry over, and a lot of people say the best way to start is Trails from the Sky, which is the first game. And this game offers a lot of content for the price of $20. So the next game on this list is Moon. Moon Remix RPG Adventure is an unforgettable gaming experience that turns the traditional RPG genre on its head. Rather than playing as the hero on a quest to save the world, you take on the role as a boy who has been transported into the video game world. That's right. He got isekai'd to a video game, and your goal is not to fight the monsters but to gain treasure, kind of like Undertale in a way. As you explore the strange world of Moon, you'll encounter a cast of charming and eccentric characters, each with their own unique personality and story to tell. It is no wonder that Moon has gained such a cult following, inspiring a new generation of game developers including Toby Fox. So that's why I make the comparison that it works a lot like Undertale. And coming in at $19, it is definitely worth a try. And the next game on this list, well, it's two actually, and that is Persona 3 and Persona 4. These are really great games for the price. So both of the games are on all platforms as of now, and each of them runs at $20 a pop. Actually on Xbox is on Game Pass, so if you have Xbox, you're good. So you could buy Persona 3 or Persona 4, but if you want to bundle them together, then it's $40. Now, Persona 3 and 4 are two of the most acclaimed RPGs of all time, and for good reason. With their compelling storylines, characters, and innovative gameplay, these games are a true masterpiece of the RPG genre. I won't go too deep in Personas and what it means and all that junk. I made one for Persona 5 and 4, so if you want to check those two out, I'll leave it in the link in the description. Now, since these are older games, the visuals are not forefront, especially in Persona 3 Portable, because you just look at a JPEG all day. But needless to say, there are really good games that will have you playing for hours. The Persona series is not a short one. They are very lengthy games with a lot of plot and storyline that makes it so worth the money. But I should add that Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden do not have a physical version. They have one for the Vita, but you have to have a Vita, which is a dead console, which is very expensive. So you're gonna have to have it digital only, which sucks. Atlas could have done the real G move and released it physically and digitally, but no, it's just digitally. And it crushes my physical collecting heart. So moving on to the next one, and that is Omori. On the Switch it's $30 and on Steam it's $20. But a big disclaimer, this game depicts depression, anxiety, and self-deletion. I wanted to add the disclaimers here because I tried to play Omori and I ran into all those topics and I was not ready for that. With Omori, get ready for some emotional damage.
Emotional damage!
Omori is a dark and emotional RPG that tells a story about mental health, friendship, and growing up. With this beautiful hand-drawn graphics, haunting soundtrack, and unique turn-based combat system, the game starts with Sunny and his friend spending their last summer together before entering high school. However, as the game progresses, it becomes apparent that something is not right in Sunny's world, and that he is plagued by dark and disturbing memories. This is a game that will stick with you long after the credits roll. Players must use strategy and take advantage of emotions as the mechanic to defeat the powerful foes. I like the emotional combat because it makes sense. It's kind of like Super Princess Peach, but more robust, and everyone has an emotion. The game tackles a lot of things really well, like friendship, what it means to be friends, growing out of friendships and how that hurts you and changes you as a person, and just navigating life with regret. I'm getting emotional just freaking thinking about it. Anyways, so whether you're a fan of RPGs, indie games, or just want to experience a truly unique and thought-provoking game, Omori is for you. But keep in mind the disclaimers I said before. Now the next game on this list is a personal favorite, and that is Bug Fables. Bug Fable is a charming and delightful RPG that hankers back to the classic Paper Mario games. Set in a whimsical world of anthropomorphic insects, players control a trio of bugs wanting to embark on an adventure. The game uses a turn-based battle system that is engaging and strategic, allowing players to combine the unique abilities of their party members and take down a variety of enemies. And the game's writing is witty and charming. I really enjoy Bug Fables because it reminds me a lot of the Paper Mario series, especially A Thousand Year Door. So if you like that kind of charm and humor while having the paper aesthetic, then this game is for you. And coming in at $20, it's a real steal. Now coming in at $29 is Various Day Life. Now this game is kind of hard to recommend to people because it's a bit unique. It's a charming and addictive RPG, but it was originally developed as a mobile game. As for the game, players take on the role as a resident in the bustling city of Irobia, tasked with managing a team of adventurers as they navigate various quests and missions. Now that being said, I find this game hard to recommend because of its unique gameplay style. What I mean by that is this was a mobile game, so a lot of its mechanics and movement mirror a mobile game. So things like walking in the overworld is not there. So basically you just follow a path and you get random encounters as the characters keep moving, kind of like Miitopia in a sense. And I can see a lot of people really not meshing well with that style of gameplay, but if you don't mind that sort of gameplay and still want to try it out, I think Various Day Life is a good game. Now the next games on this list is Final Fantasy 7, 8, or 9. 7, 8, 9. Get it? Now, these are Final Fantasy games, and these games are what I like to call legacy games. They're older games that are just available there if you want to play them. And with the Pixel Remaster coming out, it's a good time to binge Final Fantasy games because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 all on the Switch. Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 are legendary games that define the RPG genre and continue to captivate players even decades after their original release. Each game offers a unique world, memorable characters, and engaging gameplay. I remember this segment when I was streaming Final Fantasy 7 where you had to go upstairs. I legit thought you were going to go up the stairs and then it was going to do, a loading screen and then you're up in the building. No. You have to keep climbing up the stairs. They even made a gag about it because when you're going up the stairs, they complain how tired they are and how it keeps going. And I'm here like, man, they're really gonna make us walk all those steps to the top of the building? It was pretty funny, and that goes to show the amount of charm in these games, especially the older ones. So even though I'm pretty harsh on Final Fantasy 7, I still love it to a certain degree. Final Fantasy 8, while not as well loved as its predecessor, I mean no Final Fantasy game is well loved as 7. Let's just get that out of the way. Final Fantasy 9, meanwhile, is a return to form for the series. And now we enter the $40 domain. The next game on this list is, something I had to put. And that is the Atelier, Dusk, and Mysterious Trilogy. Each game runs you about $40. Now, I've played the Mysterious Trilogy, so I could confidently say it is so worth your money and time. These games are good. If you know me, I'm a Atelier fangirl all day, every day, so I'm not gonna waste your time just blabbing on about it, but they're really good games and I highly recommend you check them out. So if you love the Rise of Trilogy and you want to start a new Atelier adventure, then the Mysterious Trilogy and Dusk Trilogy are for you. Now moving on to the next game, and that is I Am Setsuna. I Am Setsuna is a beautiful RPG set in a world that's perpetually covered in snow. You take the role of a young woman named Setsuna, who is on a journey to sacrifice herself to save the world. So if you're looking for an RPG with a deep and engaging story, beautiful visuals, and a unique battle system, then I Am Setsuna is definitely worth checking out. In conclusion, gaming is expensive, so we gotta, work with what we got. Now, this didn't include sales, because if I include sales, I don't know what sales happen when. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. But you know what doesn't cost any money? Hitting that like button if you like. And if you like my channel and would love to see more, then hit that subscribe button for free 99. You heard that right, guys. Free 99. You can find me on my socials in the description down below. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And as always, play a good game. Peace, peace.